Iyo Sky's reign as Women's World Champion has officially ended at 131 days. Naomi successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase during the main event of Evolution, turning what was Iyo Sky versus Rhea Ripley into a triple threat. It was a banger of a match with an unexpected finish, a great ending to Io's title run. But honestly, I can't say the same for the rest of the reign. Before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more wrestling content. Just to be clear, this isn't an Iyo Sky hate video. This is more about the awful booking she's been handed over the past few months. Much like the way her reign ended out of nowhere, the beginning was even more unexpected. She shockingly dethroned Rhea Ripley in the lead-up to WrestleMania and captured her second world title on the main roster, with a little help from Bianca Belair. Still, it was clear Triple H saw Iyo as a top-tier contender, and naturally, we expected an amazing reign with tons of great matches, because that's Io's thing. She's arguably the best in-ring wrestler in the entire company. That's what got her over with the crowd in the first place. So why didn't we see her wrestling more? It honestly felt like WWE dropped the ball with this reign. At WrestleMania, Iyo retained her title in a 5-star classic against Rhea and Bianca, hands down the match of the weekend. And it was surprising too, since Bianca seemed like the favorite to win and keep her WrestleMania streak alive. Still, Iyo fans were thrilled, and we looked forward to the future, a future with new stars and fresh matchups. And we kinda got that. The Raw after WrestleMania, Stephanie Baker interrupted Iyo, and it led to another unexpected TV match where they went one-on-one. Unfortunately, there was no real winner. It got ruled a double disqualification when Roxanne and Julia got involved. The next few months should have been simple. Iyo defending her title against new challengers, putting on great matches, but instead, we got more of the same. Liv Morgan was all over Raw and eventually got into a program with Iyo, which was fine, until Liv got injured and those plans got scrapped, so WWE threw Rhea Ripley right back into the title scene, and fans were not having it. As much as people love Rhea, and she is a star, we were all kind of burnt out seeing her constantly in the Women's World title picture. Yes, Iyo and Rhea have amazing chemistry. Every time they share the ring, they deliver. But the stories? Pretty weak for Iyo, and what's wild is, Rhea never actually beat Iyo one-on-one. That was a key part of the story, and she still didn't pin her in the end because Naomi cashed in. So, I'm guessing we'll get Iyo versus Rhea again eventually, but hopefully not for a while. These two have been tied together for far too long. The most frustrating part of all this, Iyo was barely on TV. Sometimes a quick match, sometimes a backstage segment. That's it. The Women's World Champion on Monday Night Raw was basically sent to catering. You don't treat your other world champs like this, so why Iyo? Like I said earlier, her strength is in the ring. Let her wrestle. Some people might say there weren't many big names for her to face, since people like Becky, Bayley, and Lyra were in the mid-card. But that's WWE's fault too. They failed to build credible challengers. We could have had a full-on damage control implosion. Dakota Kai, Asuka, and Kairi Sane were right there, but then Dakota got released, and Asuka and Kairi reformed the Kabuki Warriors and got thrown into the tag division. Stephanie was super over, and still is, but we never got a proper one-on-one match between her and Iyo with an actual winner. The division has talent. WWE just doesn't seem to know how to use it. And the thing is, whenever Iyo did get the spotlight, she killed it. Raw, WrestleMania, Evolution, she always delivered. We just needed more of her on our screens. She was the world champion, and she deserved more shine. Now that she's lost the title, who knows what's next? But I'm hoping we see her wrestle weekly again, because apparently WWE doesn't like their champions wrestling every week. Now that she's free, we might actually get to see her cook in the ring more often. I'd love to see her mix it up in the mid-card, putting on dream matches with Becky and Lyra, and eventually, she has to win championship gold again. Iyo Sky deserves better. What did you think of Iyo Sky's championship reign? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more wrestling content. Thanks for watching!